Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my 9-month pregnancy update. Lies! This is my 8th-month pregnancy update. Oh my gosh. Like I say every month, guys, pregnancy brain is real. So as of right now, I have, I have like 29 days left, I think, before my baby girl is due. So I am officially 8 months pregnant, 8 full months, and I'm in my 9th month. I'm actually a week into my 9th month. And I turn weeks on Mondays. I'm filming this on a Sunday. So tomorrow, which now is in the past, I have my ultrasound and doctor's appointment, and at this point I am having weekly doctor appointments. So I have some reminders about kind of what happened during my 8th month, which is weeks 32 through 35. So on week 32, I started getting really bad hip pain. I don't remember if this was in my 7th month update at all. If it is, it was happening towards the end. My hip, my left hip, just got so bad. And I do just want to preface this by saying it's going to sound a lot like I'm complaining, and I'm just trying to be informative and let you guys know like what's going on this far into pregnancy. There's a lot of annoying things that happen and then there were like painful things that happen. And I feel like as you get farther along in your pregnancy, those painful things are what could potentially be happening more. And that's what's happening for me. So yeah, it's just like this horrible hip pain. And it was inside. It wasn't like the outside of my hip, but it was just the inside. My doctor didn't seem too worried. She was just like, well, this is kind of how it goes, you know. So I was going to a physical therapist. I've gone like 2 times, I want to say, and there's only so much they can do. Like, she gave me exercises, but she, you know, it's that kind of thing where you know it's going to be over in a few weeks, and I know it's pregnancy related. She did say she was surprised as she was like examining my back and my hips. She basically said I was super jacked up and was surprised I wasn't complaining more. My parents were up and about when I first got the pain, and they got me a pregnancy support belt, like a maternity support belt from Babies R Us, which did help. And like when it's really bad, I put it on. It does kind of make me pee more because it's like, you know, low in the front, but it definitely helps. So, and it was just the one from Babies R Us. It's not like the medical grade one, but the pain is kind of on and off. I have a pretty high tolerance for pain, and I get used to pain pretty quickly. So that was my first week into my 8th month of pregnancy, was the horrendous hip pain, and it does make it really hard to get in and out of bed. I have a really high bed. I have a big box spring, a big mattress, and then like a mattress pad that's connected to my mattress. My bed is amazing, but it's just like really hard. I have to like hold the footboard, which is wrought iron, and like hoist myself up. And I do just need to get like a little step stool. I know I do, but whatever. Oh my God, guys. So the beginning of my 33rd week. So that was like 32nd week. Now that Monday comes, my 33rd week, and I'm at work and I'm like, oh, I don't feel well. I was perfectly fine. I had my cereal. An hour and a half passed. I was in like a staff meeting for a while. And then I went to the bathroom and I started having diarrhea. And again, I'm just trying to be real with you guys. So I started having diarrhea. And if you're looking back here, that's just like a TV hookup. Like, this room was in construction over the summer and the fall. So that's what that is. We just haven't put a TV up yet. And yeah, so I started getting diarrhea and I was in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. It wasn't too bad. And then like I stood up and I was like, am I gonna vomit? So I turned around. The toilet had already flushed, don't worry. And I didn't make myself gag. I didn't gag at all. I just like stood there and like leaned forward a little bit and I just threw up, and it was just very acidic. And someone actually had mentioned on one of my last videos that it was very similar for them, that it was just like acid. And I was like, that's really weird. So then I went back to my desk and I kept working, and then a little while later I was like, I'm gonna get sick again. So I went to the bathroom, and then the same thing happened. I threw up, and the clenching of my stomach, throwing up, made me have to go to the bathroom again. So I'm like, this isn't even cool. You know, I'm like at work, I'm a half an hour from home. My husband was working and he has a job where he can't just leave. So I was like, and my car's in a parking garage. So I'm like, I need to bring my car home. So I told my boss, I was just like, we were going to have a meeting. And I was like, can we meet now? Because I'm throwing up and I need to get out of here. So we literally met for like 3.5 minutes. And he was like, please go home, you know, just rest. The entire night, guys, I was vomiting and I had diarrhea and I was like miserable and I was just so worried. I knew my daughter was fine. I knew the pregnancy was fine. And I just assumed I had a stomach bug. My husband had a stomach bug a few weeks prior, and I never got sick, but I'm like, hopefully it's just like a 24-hour thing. The next day, I did go to the doctor. I had my OB appointment. It was already scheduled, and they weren't concerned really. They said, you know, if I saw blood or if it got worse or if it came back, because 24 hours later, by the time I had my appointment, it really had eased up. It was all day, all night into the morning. And then the rest of that day, like those 8 hours between waking up and going to the doctor, going to the OB, I hadn't thrown up again. And the diarrhea had kind of subsided. So she's like, if it picks up again, then call immediately and come back in. But it was just so bad. It was just, I mean, everything hurt. And it's just so bad for your morale. And when you're pregnant, and my hip was killing me and having to get up so frequently to go to the bathroom. And it would take like minutes to walk from the couch or the bed to the bathroom, which is like 10 steps away, you know? So it was just really disheartening and frustrating and not a good experience at all. So that was like the really big thing. The good thing is that day when I went to the doctor, we got a 3D ultrasound. And that was just amazing. And I kept crying. And my husband thought she looked like my dad. And I thought she looked, you know, our baby looked like my husband's nephew. And he thinks she has like my brow area and my lips. And I think she has his nose. And it's just, I'm like, she probably looks nothing like that. You know, but technology is just so amazing. And we sent it to all of our family and like some of our friends. And it's just like, it's so real, you know, it's crazy how real it keeps getting. And they were saying at that point she was 4.4 pounds. That was a month ago. And then she was basically growing like almost half a pound a week. So she could be like 6 pounds by now. Oh goodness. We'll find out tomorrow. Other things, I grind my teeth, which had stopped during most of my pregnancy. And my husband basically is up all night because it is so loud, I'm doing it again, that it wakes him up. So I do have a mouth guard, so I've been using that. But normally when I grind my teeth, like I wake up with a headache or this is sore, and that's not happening. So I know he wouldn't lie about that. But that's just kind of interesting that I've been grinding my teeth a lot. My Braxton Hicks contractions, which are the practice contractions, your uterus is getting ready, is hardcore. They're all the time, and sometimes they're not really painful, but they're just so uncomfortable. And your belly like contorts, and like your whole belly is super hard. But then once it like softens up, my belly is still contorted because baby girl is like stuck out in that position. It's ridiculous. We also bought our crib and our car seat that week. So really exciting. I actually have the car seat down here. If I remember, I'll show you guys. But if not, we got the UPPAbaby Mesa. And we did order just last week, we ordered the UPPAbaby Vista, which is the one that is adaptable for 2 kids, possibly even 3. We know we want multiples, and I just turned 35, so I don't feel like I have the luxury of waiting like 4 years to have another baby. We didn't want to spend a ton of money on like a single stroller and then have to, in a year and a half, 2-3 years, have to buy another stroller to accommodate 2 kids. So we are just very blessed that we're in the position to do that, to go ahead and just, you know, bite the bullet and get this one. So yeah, we got the crib and the car seat, and it's so exciting. I also had a work shower. My coworker threw me a shower at work, and it was just amazing, and everyone was so generous, and it was very awkward. I hated opening gifts in front of people, but it was really, really fun, and we got some really nice things, some really cute things, And we're just so grateful. I'm just so, so grateful to work with such amazing people who are generous and loving and care about me and my little baby. I also took a CPR class, an infant CPR class through our hospital with my mom. My husband is beyond certified. He is extremely trained and well versed in all that kind of stuff. So we brought my mom because my mom will be watching our baby once I go back to work. So my mom lives like down the street across the highway. So she's about like 7 minutes away. So it's very convenient. And she wanted to learn infant CPR, and I wanted her to learn as well. That went really well. It was kind of scary, but it's just good to know this information. God willing, I'll never have to use it, but it was still good to know. Week 34. Still had the hip pain, really getting into the rib pain now. The baby is definitely kicking. As of last month, she was already head down, and proving it because she is kicking my ribs all the time. But also my ribs just hurt. It feels like, I'm holding my phone because it has all my updates, but it just feels like my ribs are here, and it feels like my uterus is just constantly pressing on my ribs. So it just feels bruised. My husband's actually pulling the car up, so let's hurry up. We had our baby shower, like with our friends and family, which was amazing. And we got so many gifts. It was extremely overwhelming. I'm pretty sure I cried 7 or 8 times, like boo-hooed. We had people fly in. I just, to see, I'm going to cry again, just to see all the people who love us and support us and are excited for her coming. And it sounds like the second coming of Christ, but they're just excited for her arrival and getting gifts in the mail and the cards, and some people wrote messages directly to her, and I couldn't take it. It's just like the most beautiful thing in the world. I won't be doing a haul because we got way too much, guys. Way too much. If I can figure out in a timely manner how to add some photos, I will, of like all the gifts or certain things. But it's been a week since the shower, and we are still very overwhelmed, to be completely honest. Yeah, my feet are ridiculously swollen. My husband said my feet actually look like an Ugg. Not like the shape, like they look like they are Uggs. My ankles are swollen. My ribs hurt, my hip still hurts, I'm exhausted, and I am hardcore nesting now. Now that her room is painted and things are good to go and we have the crib up, I just got a notification from Babies R Us that her dresser is here for us to pick up, so we are going to go get her dresser and we're going to go eat. And then we're going to watch Walking Dead, which premieres. I'm super excited. And I have started separating out the clothes that I'm going to be washing tomorrow, and we are like hardcore getting ready. We have 4 weeks left. If she comes early, I don't mind a week, but I want her to cook in there as long as possible. I just really don't want her to be super late because I'm very uncomfortable. But I know that most women are late for their first babies, so we'll see. But that's it, guys. I know there was a ton of information. Do you like how quickly I sped through the last stuff because my husband's here now and the thought of eating dinner is like the most important thing in my life? I will show you my little baby bump, which is not so little, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, leave comments, questions, advice, anything, and a kind of love down in the comments below. And it may take like a week or so, but I will respond. So I love you guys so much. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. Bye. So this is my belly. Can you see it? It's a big belly, guys. It's humongous. I feel like from what I'm looking at, it just doesn't look as big as it normally is, but it is. All of this. It's my baby girl. She kicks a lot over here, and we feel her body poke out over here a lot, but this is her. And now we're gonna go feed her. Bye, guys.